Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy Hi Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out, is true love right around the corner for you? Are you going to find it soon? So for the first group, I have this off-white stone over here that has some brown patterns on it. Then this black stone with white stripes for group 2. And then this very pale brown stone for group 3. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose this off-white and brown stone, let's find out, is true love right around the corner for you? Are you going to find it soon? So for you we have big happy changes, that's great. Then we have hope, transformation, no place like home, and journey. This is lovely. With big happy changes over here and hope, I think for most of you who've chosen this group today, or rather I'll just say for all of you who've chosen this group, you guys at the moment might be pretty hopeless actually when it comes to love and relationships in general. I see that right now you guys are going through a period of intense transformation. Maybe you guys are coming out of something that felt absolutely horrible, super shitty. You seem to be on what I usually call the hero's journey. You know, right now, I don't think you guys are with anyone. You're not even focused on love because you think you might never find it. So you're just focusing on yourself, working on your money, dreams, goals, and everything else. But somewhere, it's like this unspoken feeling or a thought perhaps that is so quiet, even you can't listen to it, that when or will I ever find the one for myself? And big happy changes over here tells me that this seemingly sad life, although I don't think there's anything sad about your life, but like I said, seemingly sad life that you have been living right now is all set for a change. It's going to be big, it's going to be happy. With no place like home over here in journey, and the fact that this character over here is facing this home, I think whoever is meant for you, the one that's meant for you, is already on their way to you. This can be someone that's extremely good looking, might even be popular, does not necessarily have to be a celebrity of course, but maybe someone that's just very popular in their community, their workplace, things like that. With all these bags over here, I'm getting this feeling that this person is coming from afar. So maybe at the moment you and your true love are not living in the same city or state or country, which is why for this union to take place, some sort of transformation will be happening. So what might this be? For starters, it can be a relocation on your end or on theirs. I think that's the first rational thing that comes to mind, of course, because there is physical distance over here right now. So either because of a new job, or maybe you buy a new house someplace else, so that way you guys are shifting, or they are getting a new job or a new house in the place or city wherever you guys are living. So that's how they are coming in your life. But regardless of who is moving where, this individual is already on their way to you. And what I especially like about this energy and this card over here, it's so beautiful with all of these purple pink skies, no place like home. Firstly, I don't think this is someone that you've been with in the past. And whoever it is that you were with in the past, maybe that situation turned out horribly for you, which is why at the moment you guys might be so hopeless about ever finding love again. But when this individual comes in your life, it won't feel as if you're meeting them for the first time. It won't feel like it will feel as if you already know them. You know how people often say that I found my forever person, or you know, I found a home in this person. So I'm getting that vibe for you guys from this person. They will feel like home. You know, home is wherever you are. That is the vibe that's going on over here for your group. So even though technically this is a new person, they'll feel so comforting, so familiar. It's like two old pals catching up. Of course, because there is this beautiful blend of blue and yellow over here, I also feel like culturally this person might be a little bit different from you, and that again can be attributed to the fact that they're coming from someplace else. So maybe the city, state, or country where they grew up in. So of course their culture or their beliefs and everything, or the way that they were brought up, might be a tad bit different from yours. But despite that, the harmony will be pretty great. And I think with hope over here, and this giving me this being the card of Aquarius, you both will fall for each other head first at first sight. All right, so this is going to be this love-struck, love at first sight sort of a thing. Cupid's arrow will strike you and them both at the same time. You'll fall for them, they'll fall for you. Now, oh, and this is so lovely. We also have this butterfly over here. So yeah, when you look at them, you'll get butterflies in your stomach and vice versa. I think they might take the lead though in initiating the conversation and getting to know you better, asking you out and all things like that. I think they will be taking the lead, not you. In general, I can already tell that there is a difference in your personality and theirs, Group 1. You seem to be a homebody, and they seem to be someone who likes being outside more, you know, always going out on treks or hiking or just hanging out with friends. On a typical Friday night, you might be all curled up in your blanket watching your favorite movie, treating yourself to some great food that you've ordered. Meanwhile, this person, they cannot stay at home. Of course, the roles can be reversed. Maybe that is your energy. You're the one who cannot stay at home, and they might be the homebody. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. This is so nice. If you are a feminine, and you want a masculine to enter in your life, this guy is, I mean, they're huge compared to you, all right? So you might be very petite when it comes to your height, and this person might just tower over you. Anyway, that being said, as you can see right now with the Hanged Man, there isn't much action going on in your life right now, right, Group 1? And with 5 of Pentacles over here, I can also see that you guys are very skeptical about love, because you've either been ghosted in the past, or just someone left you out in the cold. Someone was very rude to you, very harsh to you, behaved with you in a manner that you absolutely did not deserve. And I don't exactly remember where I read this, but I came across this quote very recently, this line actually, that you were not asking for the wrong thing, you were just asking the wrong person to give you all those things. And I think that was pretty much the situation in your case. You had so much love in your heart, but you were asking the wrong person to reciprocate those things. They were not capable of it. They couldn't have returned those same feelings or actions or that degree of commitment to you. So right now, yes, it feels chilly, it feels cold, it feels dark, it feels lonely, but we have the Ace of Swords over here, like cutting through all of that bullshit that's going on in your life right now. Actually, with the Hanged Man, for most of you, I think you have made peace with your past, you have made peace with whatever happened. It's just that you're a bit scared that you might forever be stuck in this limbo wherein there is no one in your life, and you're worried that no one might ever enter your life. But that's not going to happen, because with Ace of Swords over here, sooner rather than later, a brand new person, the one that's actually meant for you, the love of your life over here, is coming in your life. And this is such a wholesome energy over here, and I especially love the fact that it fell out after the 5 of Pentacles, because this tells me that the kind of love that you guys had always been hoping for, the kind of love that you guys had always been craving for, that all-encompassing warmth, security, sense of belonging that you could never find in anybody else, will be given to you by this person. And I'm not even surprised, because they are the one that's who's meant for you. So of course they will give you all these things. So much love, joy, passion, comfort, safety, security, loyalty, you name it, and you've got it. Such a beautiful match over here. And again, see this, this reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast. So I won't go on physical appearances. I want to point out to that personality difference that I was talking about earlier. So even though the personalities are different, the likes and dislikes might also be different. But despite that, the blend over here is so, so gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And with the lovers over here, this also confirms for me with the energy that I was getting from the hope card that you both will fall for each other head first. It'll be pretty instant. It's like your favorite coffee served instantly to you. So that's great. And as far as when will this person come in your life is concerned, Swords over here is telling us, like I said, it's going to happen pretty soon. So for most of, this is a general timeless reading. And for most of you, the timing that has come out over here is between the coming 1 to 5 months. So from whenever you come across the video, the coming 1 to 5 months, during that time, this person will come in your life. You or them might be having Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your charts. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 1. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know it down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID. Okay, stop. Big happy changes. Look at this. From this coldness over here to the warmth of love over here. Back to the outro. Where the fuck was I? You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and you can message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find out all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 2. So for those of you who chose this black stone with white stripes, let's find out, is love around the corner for you? Your true love. So the cards that came out for you are a year from now. Okay. Then we have movement, choices, decisions, power, fork in the road, and these two cards fell out for you together. Oh, interesting. Deceit and door to romance. This is a group that clearly over here has been wounded in the past by someone whom you perhaps never ever expected, even in your wildest imaginations, that they would turn out to be like that, but they did. Now, if you guys rolled your eyes when you saw a year from now and you think, why can't it happen sooner than that? It's clearly because over here with a fork in the road, there is still a blockage. And that blockage is this past person's energy that is still lingering around you, or maybe you are still attached to it. So oftentimes what happens is that people think that they've moved on from a particular person, and maybe, yes, to a certain degree they have, but what they don't maybe recognize immediately is the toll that it had taken on them. And you can say side effects, just so that you guys can understand better, they're still there. And in your case, I can see that the side effects of this breakup or this thing that you went through are that over here now with door to romance, your heart is locked up in this cage. You might think, Group 2, that you're ready to accept love in your life, but you're not. You're not ready right now. And if anything happens before time, if you try to push it, if you try to get in a relationship just to prove to yourself or to anybody else that you're okay, you're fine, you're doing fine, you've moved on, you're ready for love, it won't work out. In fact, you might even attract the wrong kind of people in your life and not the one that's actually meant for you, because you're not there just yet. Now, I can also see another pattern with you, Group 2. And hey, don't think I'm calling you out, guys. Maybe I am a little bit, but I have to say what I'm seeing. So with movement, choices, decisions over here, I think there is this subconscious tendency in you to always compare a new person to that old person. Whether it is looks, whether it is nature, personality, their career, their communication style. It's like you have this wrong benchmark set in your mind. And I'm saying wrong benchmark because this person deceived you. So how they clearly are not the right person for you to draw any comparisons. But you still do that. And like I said, maybe you don't do it consciously, but there is this tendency in you to do that. Any new person who shows interest in you, or heck, whom even you might be interested in initially, when you start talking to them a little bit more, when you start hanging out with them a little bit more, you're like, but I'm not getting those same vibes that I used to from that person, or they just don't make me feel the way that past person used to. And don't you think it's a good thing? Because with that past person, you had unintentionally set yourself up for a disaster, right? They might have sweet talked you. With this energy of deception over here, this entity over here, they seem to know fully well what it is that they're doing. Okay, so even when this past person was sweet talking you, buttering you up, and all those things, they knew that they would eventually leave you. They knew that they were just dragging you along. They knew that they were just playing with your emotions, and they did not feel any guilt, any remorse, any shame for doing so. So this is a bad person. I know I shouldn't blatantly use the word good person or bad person, but do whatever you have to. I will say this is the person who broke your heart in the past was not a very good person. They were a bad person. And fork in the road in any case tells me that, okay, the two messages that I'm getting from this card, take whichever one resonates with you the most. The first one actually will resonate with all of you, because this basically shows us that on the road of you meeting your significant other, the one that's meant for you, this person right now, this person from your past, the energy from your past is acting as a blockage. So you're not able to cross over to the other side to your actual person, and they're not able to come towards you because there's that big boulder right in the middle of the road. And then the other message over here with fork in the road and then movement, choices, decisions is that maybe a lot of you are still unsure of whether you want to completely move on from this person or whether you will be open to giving them a second chance if they come back. So it's like you go through phases. You know, some days you are absolutely convinced that I want nothing to do with them. I'm so over them. I do not want them back in my life. And then a few weeks later, you're like, but if they come back, if they apologize, if I think they're sincere, then I will give them a second chance. Okay, so even without them having to do anything, unfortunately, what this basically does is that it keeps you suspended, right? You're not crossing over to any side. Neither are you completely in the past, nor are you completely in the moving towards the future. You're suspended. So whatever blockages are there for you to work on, for whatever patterns are there are for you to identify, and you have to actively try to break those patterns. This heart of yours that we can currently see over here being locked up in this cage, you have the key to it. Nobody else is going to come and do that for you. You know, you have to unlock your heart. You have to wear your heart out on your sleeve again. You have to be open to taking that risk of falling in love again. And how do you get to this end? You get till this you get to that unlocking stage by first working on these issues over here. The first thing has to be to clearly make up your mind. What do you want? Do you want to wait for this person, or do you want to move on from them? In my advice, you should definitely wait for them, because I mean, if they can make a fool out of you once, who's to say they won't do that again, right? A tiger doesn't change its stripes. I think that is the phrase. Anyway, besides, look at this. With fork in the road over here and movement, choices, decisions, I think you've waited long enough already. I think you've kept yourself confused for way too long already. For how much longer are you going to put your life on hold for someone who clearly, as I can see over here, only plays mind games with you, only gives you breadcrumbs just to maybe keep you around? Maybe it gives them some sort of sadistic pleasure, who knows? So you have to pick them up and chuck them out of your life like a fly from your soup. And maybe then don't drink that soup. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the 8 of Swords over here, 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, guys, check out this lineup. 8 of Swords often talks about kind of like a mental prison. You know, you make assumptions, you live in a fantasy world that you've created, even though it is so not the truth. It isn't the reality. You're just blindfolded by a version or a narrative that you might be feeding to yourself. And what lies are you feeding to yourself? Again, for some of you, it is conscious. Some of you, it can be subconscious. That is the 6 of Cups over here. You think that the person from the past is the one for you, and that they are your soulmate, twin flame, or whatever label you want to put on it, and that someday you guys will have your happily ever after with them. But what you're not seeing which you would have if you took the blindfold off, is that you are giving way too much power to this person, to this connection, even though they do not deserve even an iota of it. They just do not. What you're not seeing right now, because you're turned away, your back is turned towards that direction, is that the person who will actually fulfill all your wishes, the person who will actually make your heart, mind, body, soul dance with joy and contentment, is someone that's absolutely new, who is all set to come in your life. You know, like, this is your forever person, this new person, and they're just on the horizon. It's just that you have to, you know, clear the dock. You have to make space for them. The moment you wake up and you realize that, and hey, look, sometimes, and as a viewer, I can tell you this, sometimes there are some people who will give you false hopes. Okay, not everybody tells it like it is. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying, because like I said, once upon a time, I used to be the viewer. So I can tell you that I have seen people sugarcoat things, even though when I could see the cards, I could tell that, that's not what it is. Why would you give someone false hopes? And I wouldn't do that to you. I do not want to give you any false hopes, which is why I'm saying that for all those today who've chosen group 2, the person that you're currently stuck on is not good for you. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. You think that they are the one for you, but they're not. Somebody new, someone else is your actual wish fulfillment. When I say wish fulfillment, I mean the kind of lover that you've been wanting, the kind of lover that you deserve. Every aspect of it, whether it is looks, whether it is their personality, nature, their attitude towards you, family, everything that you care about, basically how they are as a human being, in and out. That person should not be confused with the past person, because they are not it. And the sooner you can, move on from them and their memories and give up on this idea that they're ever going to come back, the faster the person that actually has the capacity to give you that forever love will be able to come in your life. And maybe that is why Spirit is saying that it's going to take at least a year more for this new person to come in, because obviously moving on isn't an overnight task. Feelings will keep coming up. The more they come up, the more you will understand them, process them, heal through them. Healing is never linear. And I also like how Spirit isn't giving you false hopes either. They're not saying, a week from now, a month from now. No, they're telling you like it is. They're saying, look, it's going to take some time, at least 12 months. Because it'll take you that long to just fully, you can say, detox. Okay, fully detox from that past connection, and then step into this vibrant, lush, more open energy for the love of your life. Maybe this reading isn't what you wanted to hear, group 2, but I genuinely feel like it is what you guys, whoever chose this group today, needed to hear. So, with that being said, if you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 3, so for those of you who chose the light brown stone, let's take a look at your oracle cards first to find out, is true love right around the corner for you? So the cards that came out for you are peaceful resolution, stand your ground, flow, to be fair, and hostilities. Okay. Look at this lineup over here. Oh, firstly, with peaceful resolution, I think most of you who've chosen this group today have already met the love of your life. And if you think you haven't, then of course this might not be the group for you. You can check out group 1 or 2. Anyway, so for those of you who've decided to stick around, look at this. One person is in this supremely defensive energy. Alright, always want to be on top of every situation, always want things to go their way, like the whole highway, my way or the highway sort of energy. The other person over here in this connection with flow is more easygoing. They're like, I don't really plan long term, life can throw at me whatever it feels like, I just take each day as it comes, I'm open to anything and everything. And right after that we have this, these scales over here with to be fair, and then hostilities. So what this basically tells me, group 3, is that even though you have met the person that's meant for you, right now you both are not on the same page. All right, there is a massive energetic difference between you guys. The wavelengths are not matching right now. And that is why with hostilities over here, if you guys try to stick around, be together, or come in each other's lives before this has been settled, you will be met with challenges. And these challenges can be anything. There might be arguments, there might be assumptions, misunderstandings, unintentionally hurting each other, lots of tears. But the thing is that love is also there, and maybe because love is there between you both, you guys find it difficult to stay without each other. But right now, if I had to choose one line, this seems to be like that: can't live with each other, but then can't live without each other. So right now, that is the current state of this connection. You have met the person that you're meant to be with. You have found your match. You have found your true love. But right now, the scales aren't balanced. And if anything happens before time in this connection, if anything happens, if there is no alignment, then there will for sure be challenges. And I think that's what's happening right now. See, the thing is that for the most part, I think group 3, you guys try not to focus your energy so much on this person. For the most part, you try to stay in your lane. You try to keep a tunnel vision. You just try and focus on your own goals, dreams, hopes, career, money, whatever. But because there obviously is this strong connection, maybe their memories keep popping up, or you get these urges to talk to them, or they might get these urges to talk to you, to contact you, to be with you. There definitely is this magnetic attraction over here. It's like you guys cannot live without each other. It is a good match, but right now it is a mismatch. Also, with hostilities over here and flow, maybe in general, at the moment, whatever's going on in your life and whatever's going on in their life is vastly different. So there might be some, you can say, situational blockages perhaps in this connection at the moment. Situational blockages as in, maybe right now your career is like fully settled. You have perfect idea, perfect sense of what it is that you want to do. You've advanced a lot in that as well. So you're pretty stable. But this person over here with the 7 of Wands might still be struggling a little bit, maybe they still haven't found their footing. Maybe they're still struggling a little bit with creating their own identity or their finances, providing for their family and things like that. So situational hostilities might also be present. Because there is no, I just saw 444, maybe you guys keep seeing it too. So because there is a lack of alignment right now, and there needs to be a shift in not just your energies, but probably in your environments too, that is when this peaceful resolution might happen. The good thing is, with flow being present over here as the central energy, this connection is moving ahead. It might not look that way. Maybe you guys haven't spoken to each other in a really long time. So it might feel as if this connection is stuck or it's not going anywhere. But unbeknownst to you, you both are progressing on your individual journeys. You guys are doing exactly what it is that you guys are supposed to do. In between, of course, if you guys try to cross paths, like I said before time, there will be challenges. For most of you, now that I've done so much channeling, I feel that for 30% of you, there can be that energetic mismatch also, wherein this person is very defensive. Maybe they haven't fully woken up to the capacity of this connection, or maybe just in general they have vulnerability issues. But for 70% of you, I think that they are also open to this, and so are you. It's just that the situations or the circumstances aren't permitting you guys right now to be together. So take whichever one resonates more with you. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the 2 of Swords, the Star, the Empress and Temperance. So listen, I try not to brand or label any connection like that, but in case you guys resonate with it, that's why I'm saying that for a lot of you, maybe you guys are on a twin flame journey. All right, this person might be your twin with whom you're in separation right now. But even if we, come back a little bit and just use the word, like connection, see that one character is coming up as the Empress over here, but then that's it. The Emperor is missing. Now, this does not necessarily mean that you are the feminine and you're watching for the masculine. Can be vice versa also. Just a second. The big picture basically is that one person has really elevated, and that is why the scales have to be balanced now. Now, if for the sake of explanation, I consider you to be the Empress, then I would say group 3, you guys have already reached this level over here. Your person is still somewhere over here, struggling maybe with their career, finances, their own journey, their awakening, or whatever else it might be, their healing, etc., etc. And so when they also reach your level, that is when this peaceful resolution and your union will happen. When I see the star over here, I immediately heard these lyrics, and I think they're from Hey There Delilah. Lovely song, and the line is, I think it says, we lay under the same stars, if I'm not mistaken. So that is what basically this is, two souls who are deeply in love with each other, but right now they just cannot be with each other, but at least they have this hope in their heart that somehow we're still connected. We lay under the same stars. We still, there's a chance that you and I are both looking at the stars, at the moon at the same time. Something like that. Now, with 2 of Swords over here and the star, I can also see that, so I said that for some of you there are situational hostilities, but for some of you there were energetic blockages, remember? So, right now I'm talking to the group for whom there are energetic blockages. And what is that? With 2 of Swords over here and the star, one person is very sure about this connection, the other person is still confused. The other person perhaps still does not understand. They feel it. They acknowledge that it feels different, feels very overwhelming, very different from anything that I've ever been through, anyone that I've ever been with. But what is it? Maybe in that department they have no clarity. So it really messes up with their head and their heart sometimes. I have this aching feeling to be with someone, to touch someone, to live with someone. But why is that? We don't even talk. So why is that? So that can be one reason, that you have woken up to the true potential of this connection, but maybe they still haven't. They might still be divided. I don't think there's anybody else in the picture though. Again, this is a general reading. From what I can see over here in front of me today, I do not think there's anybody else in the picture. So I do not think that they're confused between you and someone else. The first message was, of course, they might be confused about what the hell this connection is. And the second message over here is that they might be confused about whether to take a chance in this connection or to just be where they are because of the situational differences. Maybe you guys live in 2 different countries and they think, what is the point of me initiating anything with group 3? Because how can we be together? They live in this country and I live in this country. I don't think they'll move for me. How can I move for them? I'm still struggling with my career. I don't have that much money. So things like that. The good thing though, and as we'd already seen in the flow card, was you think that this connection is stagnant, but it isn't. Things are moving. Action is happening behind the scenes. And that is being confirmed over here with the Temperance card. That balance, that healing is happening. It might be happening on a very minute level. Okay, wow. So Spirit just gave me this example. The earth rotates every day, but we can't feel that spinning, because it's slow. It takes 24 hours. So So if you're standing, you won't feel like you're spinning or there's some movement happening underneath your feet. But that does not mean that it's not happening, right? So similarly, this connection is also moving forward. It's just that the tempo of it might be such that you might feel like nothing's happening, but it is happening. You guys are getting there. Okay. Okay, wow, this was a deep reading. You or this person might be having Aquarius, Gemini, Libra in your charts. So these are all the messages that I have for you guys. As far as when will this peaceful resolution take place? Look, it will be different for all of you, right? Because this journey will look different for all of you. But based on these cards, if I had to give you a timing, I would say that for some of you at least, it can happen within the next 2 to 7 months. Okay? So these are all the messages that I have for you guys. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know it on the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.